there, guys, what is going on? Sloppy here, and we are over here getting some more iron. I was just AFK. This isn't all the iron I've gotten. I've only been here a couple, well, a little bit. That's a creeper right there. Okay. Casual. Did he blow up? Uh-oh. I don't think there's much to blow up here anyway, but boy, oh boy. Anyway, so yeah, this iron farm, I've been having a little bit of an issue here where, it doesn't seem to be loaded when I'm not here. I built it in the spawn chunks with the idea that it would always be running. But if I'm not here, it's not... Well, it does work, but it's getting about 5 iron per hour. And then if I'm over here, it gets about 50. So I don't really know what that's about. But, yeah. I don't know. I might just build another iron farm over sort of where all of our stuff is so we can AFK in one location. But, yeah, I don't know if you guys have any ideas. I thought Spawn Chunk was always loaded, so it'd be easy to build an iron farm there. But I don't know. Anyway, let's head back over here. Sure. Today I want to work on something, well, a couple things. But the first thing I want to do is actually get in a bit more of an intuitive sort of mining system. I was playing around with this. I don't know if you guys have seen this. It's sort of a new bug in the game where you can duplicate powered rails. So it's sort of a hopper, sort of quick pulsing thing. You can't duplicate normal rails though, just powered rails. So if you put powered rails on here, you'll just get a ton of like powered rails flying around. I may have used it a touch, but I mean, whatever. I'm not super concerned about it. Anywho, so yeah, first thing I want to do is actually do a little bit of a mining room storage setup. So I talked about how I wanted to sort of automate the storage of everything that we mine a touch, and that's what I want to do first thing here. I'm going to put it a touch over there though. I think I want to do something different with this space. So we're going to put sort of a storage-ish room down over here. So first thing I got to do is figure out sort of how I want to store everything, and yeah, I have a bunch of iron, so we should have enough hoppers to do it today. But I mean, there's some things like stone, cobble that I want sort of bulk storage for, and then other things that probably don't need as much. So we're probably going to do that down here, which should be relatively convenient. And hopefully by the end of it, we should have like a little bit better of a storage room than we have currently. Fingers crossed. Right, so this takes a while. I don't know if I have enough wood, to be honest, but I'm going 2 chests for each. You can sort of see what's laid out where. I put a bunch of chests for cobble and stone. I don't know if I'm going to use silk touch or not, so I just put 3 each. I think this last one's just going to be like open, so whatever doesn't make it. But yeah, it's kind of big. It's I decided to move it, and it's now on the mine shaft. I thought, you know what, this will work a little bit better, I think. But we're going to basically have a minecart that comes up here from downstairs there, where we mine, and it's going to drop off stuff, and it'll get sorted. I think 2 chests of each is plenty. A lot of this stuff, I imagine I'll pull out and move to like a bigger storage room eventually. I'm thinking I'm going to put like a storage cart right here, probably underneath the floor, that I can load up and send to wherever we put sort of a centralized storage room. But this is probably more than enough storage, to be honest with you. If I end up with more than a double chest of any of this stuff, I probably don't need it anymore. You know what I mean? So that's what I was thinking. Or I'll just move it somewhere else. You know what I mean? Yeah, you know, I can always dig this lower too. Once you have this in, you just add more hoppers. So I can always dig this lower and, you know, blah, 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 blah. So, yeah, I'm just going to keep going. I've got one side in. The only real thing is hoppers. I only have 24 left. But it's pretty easy. I mean, really, it's pretty easy. I haven't done any of the sorting for these yet. I haven't put anything in them. But I know where everything's going to go, so it should be pretty easy. So it's really just doing this, you know, sort of thing. And then we need one more facing forward, wrap this around. The downside of doing it this way is I am using a bit more hoppers to get it all the way across, but I think this will look better in the long run. I might even lower the floor, add another chest. I'm not sure yet. Probably do the decorating well after we do the sorting. So I'm just going to keep going, just keep putting hoppers down. Well, it is time for the moment of truth. Everything should be hooked up. Let's just, do I have any random blocks? I do. Let's just start throwing these in, see what happens. This should go right to the very end. Alright, let's find out. I'm a little a little nervous, so nothing should have anything in it. Okay, this is good. We have to give it a second here. Yeah, the coal's at the end. All right. So yeah, it appears to be working. I don't see anything anywhere that it's not supposed to be, so that's a really good sign. Yeah, cool. So I didn't really do much decorating or anything, but it appears we have a working system. I think what I'd like to do now is create the minecart drop-off area, which will be up there. I want to put a bit of a buffer too, so that, you know, it doesn't, you know, sort of a chest on top of the hoppers, so we have a little bit of a buffer. It should be a relatively simple thing to make. I don't know why I'm moving so much, but yeah, up there, minecart drop-off should be really easy to make. The minecart loader, I think, will be a lot more difficult to make, actually. So I'm just going to take a stab, and hopefully we can make something that works. I just came over here to check something, but check out how well this is working. I haven't really been on that much. For some reason, zombies don't seem to spawn nearly as much. I don't know. But this is working fantastic. Just a little update. I don't know why. Just very proud of it. Alright, I've got a minecart unloader set up. It's super easy. Comparator, torch, blah, blah, blah. So if the hopper's detecting anything, it'll essentially turn this powered rail off. Downside, it is a touch slow, but I'm not terribly worried about that. We'll put a buffer in the bottom. I did put a chest here, so there is a tiny bit of a buffer, but because of the speed of the hoppers, it'll pull out before this chest fills up anyway. If this chest fills up, we're in big trouble. That means all this is broken. The only thing we can't send through, I use stone bricks as the block in here. No, this one. Yeah, I use stone bricks. So we can't send stone brick through. Everything else, fair game. But yeah, we'll put a buffer downstairs where the minecart's going to connect to. We'll put a buffer of a couple chests so that if we have a ton of stuff mined, we just throw it in there and the minecart will fill up and go. But yeah, this is really easy. It is a little bit slow, but I mean, I'm not terribly concerned about that. You're kind of limited by the speed of hoppers anyway. But yeah, this room is, I mean, for all intents and purposes, other than decorating, it's all the wiring is done, which is great. The iron farm was definitely a great thing to build. So now it's just a matter of going downstairs, hooking up the rail system to the basement, and then, yeah, hooking up downstairs and putting a buffer with some storage. So that should be pretty cool. But yeah, sorting system done. We now have sort of a interactive mine. I have a feeling that was in there from, I have a feeling a lot of this was in there from before I put in the system. I hope. I'm just going to run some items through, but I'm pretty sure that was all in there from, like, before I put in anything. Let's throw in some coal as well. Yeah. So that was all in there from before I put in the sorting system. There should be some stray blocks just because I was digging the ceiling and stuff. Anywho, now it's time to run a rail cart all the way down, which should be fun and exciting. We're finally getting the rails down. I had to figure out a minecart loader that works, and I hope this one does. I hope this one does. I heard some mixed things about it, but like it's like a thing on Amazon. But essentially, it should work. The only issue I have is it might not... well, it might not work, essentially, is the issue I have with it. But yeah, so this is it. Yeah, so the cart's at the top, but let's just put some blocks in here. So this one's kind of nice because it'll go if the minecart's full or if the chest is empty. So if the hopper that's going into the minecart is empty, it'll send it, or if the minecart is full. Either way, it'll send the chest. So that's kind of nice. I decided to put it in the ground. I thought it would be kind of nice just to be able to go like this and dump some stuff in. But yeah, so it's going to go kind of through the ceiling. I don't know how we're going to make this look eventually, but let's go up and see if it works. Bum, 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 bum. You know, let's put some redstone in it, because I don't think there's much redstone in our system at all. So we'll kind of know if it works if that redstone comes back up. It should work, in theory. In theory. That's always like a bad thing to end a sentence with, you know. In theory, it's fine. Always risky. Okay. Let's get up there. Let's get up there. Let's get up there. The other issue I don't like, well, it should wait at the bottom if it's not full, but I don't really want like a minecart bouncing around all the time. So that should get down fine. Yep, okay, well, let's just, no, it'll take a while to load. We have 0 redstone in there, so we should see 52 when that minecart comes back. All right, the thing came back, which is great. So the minecart came back after being loaded, which is swell, and we should be seeing stone coming in, right? I think is what's going through the system right now. Oh, okay, well, as long as we're not seeing the stone pop up anywhere else, you know what I mean? That's the only other issue, if stone ends up somewhere else. Oh, that's andesite. Okay, yeah. So that's really cool. Yeah, look at that. It's coming in slowly, but oh, it's a trap chest. That's why I wasn't updating. But yeah, so that's really cool. I'm just gonna. I want to make sure the redstone goes to the right place. Also a trap chest. Yes. All right. So this appears to be working. We have a loader, an unloader, and a storage system. We can now sort of. What do you? I don't even know what you'd call this. Smart mining. Does that make sense? Not really. Smart mining. Whatever, some sort of variation of that. But yeah, so this is really cool. We can mine, drop our stuff in a chest down below. Let's go look at that chest, shall we? Let's go look at that chest we can just drop stuff in. Look at that, it's still going back. Awesome. Yeah, it is going to bounce back and forth, right? Does that really bug me? Not really. It's going to bounce back and forth because if there's nothing down here, the hopper being empty will send it on its way. The minecart will bounce. Okay, that's not the worst thing in the world. Like, you know, I didn't really want it to bounce around, but that's okay. But yeah, so the chest is at floor height, so I can just dump stuff in here, which is kind of cool. And yeah, so our sort of quote-unquote smart mining system is complete. Interesting. I think what I want to do now, I've been doing a lot of technical stuff today, sort of fiddling with redstone and stuff. I want to do a little bit of designing and whatnot. I want to get sort of a face on this mine. Yeah, I want to get a bit of a face. I don't feel like decorating inside. I want to be outside for a bit. Obviously not in real life, because that would, you get it. I kind of want to like do this part. I want to get a little house around it and whatnot. The biggest thing is this is sort of where I want our road out to go. So I think I might have to reconfigure some of what stuff is where and figure that out. So time for some decoration. Decoration. Maybe they say it like that somewhere in the world. Okie dokie, here we go. Another house down. It's a little bit more spruce in this one. I'm trying to, you know, add a touch more color, and it's not a super great house. I feel like I'm getting better at building these houses, but also not. Anyway, this one, it's got sort of this awkward back wall where the thing was, but it's kind of cool. I kind of like the vibe of it. You know what might work? You know what might work is, I want this there, but if I do, no, maybe if we just replace that, maybe like just something, some sort of like, you know, some sort of shape to the roof, something of this nature, something of this nature. Anyway, so yeah, I wanted to keep my enchanting setup over here, so I did. I usually enchant coming out of mining. That's where I get most of my levels. And my experience farm is down there. So this is where I usually enchant anyway. So it's kind of nice. Pretty basic house. I'm not entirely sure what I want to put in here, to be honest with you. I have the mine stuff down here. Not sure what I'm going to do with this basement yet. If you have any ideas, let me know. I don't know. I was thinking about maybe doing some smelting. Because I was going to put a chest in the middle of the storage room. I guess we can talk about this. I was going to put a chest in the middle of this storage room down here. And basically, maybe I'll do 2 chests. One that's going to be for smelting. So we'll put a minecart here, and you fill it up, send it on its way, and it goes to like a smelting system. And then perhaps a second chest that sends it to like our other, well, whenever we build a main storage room. I'm thinking maybe that'll be kind of cool. Maybe we'll sort of plan for that. So we'll have like 1 chest here, And one chest here, one goes to a smeltery, so we can kind of like pull out, you know, iron or whatever, sends it to some sort of smelting system, and then maybe one that goes to sort of our central storage. Yeah, that could be kind of neat. Could be kind of neat. I'm also not sure how I want to do... I don't really want this whole ladder system, so maybe we'll do like a minecart elevator here or something of that nature. Anyway, for now, I'm pretty happy with this system, and I'm pretty happy with the progress we made today. We have sort of a super smart mining system now. It's going to be kind of cool to use. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with it. So let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Leave a like if you enjoyed this. I'm going to take, you know, some of this stuff. We're just going to throw it in the system, see what happens. But yeah, I'm curious to see what you guys think about it. If you like it, if you don't like it, if you think it's dumb or unnecessary or, you know, whatever. Whatever. You know what? Before we go, we are going to give it like a test run with all of the stuff in my inventory and see what happens. So instead of saying goodbye right now, I'm going to do one last run of this system with everything I have here, and we'll see what happens. Right, let's, I've just been standing here waiting. Let's give it a look through. All right, things look good. A lot of stuff hasn't been processed through yet. I am seeing some of the stuff come through. I'm a little curious. Did it get stuck, or is it just really that slow? It is that slow. Boy, that is real slow. Anyway, it seems to be going where it is supposed to, so that's really cool. And yeah. So let me know what you guys think of this system, if it can be improved. I think next time we're going to decorate it, make it look a little better, maybe do the elevator and stuff. And yeah, subscribe for more, all that jazz, and I will catch you guys later. Ciao!